Toma was a quiet boy who liked quiet things. He liked the sound of pencils scratching on paper. He liked the way rain fell in sheets. He liked finding places on maps that no one talked about anymore. One day, while tracing rivers in an old atlas he found at a flea market, he noticed something strange. A mountain, sharp and tall, right where nothing was supposed to be. A place labeled only the Peak of Listening. It wasn't on any digital map, not in any book, not even in satellite images. But there it was, waiting. Toma packed a bag with notebooks, a canteen, and a scarf his grandmother had knitted. He didn't tell anyone. Some journeys don't need permission. The trip took 3 days by bus and 5 more by foot. And then, just as the sky turned to ash and gold, the mountain appeared, huge and pale and silent. At the base, a stone marked the entrance. Only those who listen may climb. Toma nodded once and began. The trail twisted and narrowed. There were no birds, no wind, just the sound of his own breath. But the higher he climbed, the more he heard. Not sounds exactly, but memories, echoes in the air. A laugh that wasn't his, a lullaby sung by someone long gone. The scrape of chalk on an old school board, as if the mountain wasn't made of stone, but of all the forgotten moments people stopped listening to. He wrote them down in his notebook, one by one. At the summit, there was no treasure, no flag, just a smooth, flat stone with a single word carved into it. Thank you. And when he touched it, the silence opened like a door. And Toma heard everything. The voice of the wind before it knew how to blow, the hum of stars, the first story ever told, the quiet sound a heart makes when it forgives itself. He didn't cry, he just sat and listened. He came down a few days later, notebook full, eyes calm, smile quiet. And though he never told anyone what he'd found, he spent the rest of his life teaching others how to listen. To stories, to silence, to things that weren't on the map. Because the most important places are the ones the world forgets. Until someone like you finds them again. Like and subscribe for part 2.